The grand amphitheater of the Galactic Council buzzed with tension. Representatives from over 300 alien species filled the circular chamber, their forms ranging from shimmering bioluminescent beings to towering insectoids and gelatinous entities hovering in containment fields. At the center of it all stood Ambassador Kale Varn, a human diplomat known for his sharp wit and unyielding resolve. His presence had always been a stabilizing force within the Council, a beacon of reason among the chaos of interstellar politics. But today was different. Kale's voice echoed through the chamber as he addressed the assembly, his tone calm but laced with finality. After centuries of cooperation, humanity has decided that its future lies beyond the confines of this council. We are withdrawing from diplomatic engagement, effective immediately. Gasps rippled across the room like waves, crashing against a shore. Some delegates leaned forward in disbelief, others recoiled as if struck by an invisible force. "We do not make this decision lightly," Kale continued, his piercing gaze sweeping over the stunned crowd. "For too long, humanity has shouldered burdens disproportionate to our contributions. Our resources have been drained, our people exploited, and our sovereignty eroded under the guise of unity. It is time we chart our own course." The announcement sent shockwaves throughout the galaxy. For millennia, humans had played a pivotal role in maintaining peace among warring factions, mediating disputes, and fostering alliances. Their sudden withdrawal left a void no other species seemed capable or willing to fill. The Council descended into pandemonium almost instantly. The collapse begins on the planet Zethera 7, home to the aquatic Zainari race. News of humanity's retreat sparked outrage. High Chancellor Lyrith swam furiously through her underwater palace, her iridescent fins glowing brighter with each stroke. "How dare they abandon us?" she spat, addressing her advisors. "Without their mediators, the Torgath will surely resume their raids on our trade routes." Meanwhile, on the volcanic world of Pyros Prime, the warlike Kragath clans gathered around roaring magma pits. Their chieftain Grakthul pounded his armored fist against his chest plate. "Finally the weaklings leave. Now we take what is ours, starting with those cowardly Vrelians who cower behind their shields." As word spread, smaller factions began, aligning themselves with larger powers out of fear or opportunism. Alliances once forged through painstaking negotiations crumbled overnight. The delicate balance maintained by the Galactic Council teetered precariously on the brink of collapse. In the distant reaches of the Andromeda expanse, Captain Alara Voss watched the unfolding chaos unfold from the bridge of her starship, Eclipse. A decorated officer of the human space fleet, Alara had been ordered to stand down following the diplomatic withdrawal. Her crew, however, remained restless. "Captain," said Lieutenant Dax, her second-in-command, breaking the tense silence. "Orders aside, we can't just sit here while the galaxy falls apart. What happens next? Do we fight? Or do we run?" Alara turned to face him, her expression unreadable. "Neither," she replied firmly. "Not yet. First we observe. Humanity may have stepped back, but that doesn't mean we're blind to the consequences of our actions. Or theirs." A dangerous revelation. Months passed, and the situation deteriorated further. Without human oversight, rogue factions seized control of key hyperspace lanes, cutting off vital supply chains. Entire planets were left, stranded, their populations starving. On the lush jungle moon of Verdantis IV, the peaceful Luminae faced extinction as marauders pillaged their sacred forests for rare minerals. Amidst the escalating turmoil, whispers emerged about a mysterious artifact discovered near the Galactic core, a relic said to hold unimaginable power. According to fragmented reports, it emitted pulses of energy capable of rewriting reality itself. Many dismissed the rumors as superstition, but others saw opportunity. Among them was Dr. Elias Thorne, a disgraced human scientist who had once worked closely with the Council. Banished from Earth after a failed experiment, nearly destroyed an entire star system, Elias now operated from the shadows, orchestrating covert operations aimed at reclaiming humanity's lost glory. When intelligence reached Captain Voss about the artifact, she knew she couldn't ignore it. Gathering her crew, she set a course for the Galactic core, determined to uncover the truth before it fell into the wrong hands. Into the abyss, the journey proved perilous. Navigating through unstable wormholes and evading hostile patrols tested the limits of both ship and crew. But when they finally arrived at the coordinates, what they found defied comprehension. Floating amidst a swirling nebula was a massive crystalline structure, its surface pulsating with ethereal light. As the eclipse approached, tendrils of energy reached out, probing the vessel. Alara felt a strange sensation wash over her, a mixture of awe and dread. "It's alive," murmured Chief Engineer Rhea, her fingers dancing across the console. "Somehow sentient." Before they could investigate further, alarms blared. A fleet of ships emerged from the darkness, led by none other than Dr. Thorne aboard his flagship, the Nemesis. His voice crackled over the comms. "Step aside, Captain Voss. You've done enough meddling. This power belongs to humanity." Alara clenched her fists, her mind racing. She knew Thorne couldn't be allowed to wield such destructive potential. But how could they stop him without risking catastrophic collateral damage? A fragile hope, what followed was a desperate battle, one that pushed the Eclipse and its crew to their breaking point. Against overwhelming odds, Alara devised a daring plan, using the artifact's energy against itself to destabilize Thorne's fleet. The maneuver worked, but at great cost. The crystalline structure imploded, unleashing a shockwave that obliterated everything in its vicinity, including the Eclipse. Yet amidst the destruction, a glimmer of hope emerged. Survivors from both sides, scattered and adrift in escape pods, found themselves united by their shared ordeal. Among them was Dr. Thorne himself, humbled and broken. Back on Earth, Ambassador Cale Varn received fragmented transmissions detailing the events. For the first time in months, he allowed himself a moment of reflection. Perhaps humanity's retreat hadn't been the solution they thought it was. Perhaps true strength lay not in isolation, but in connection.